So we're talking here about the fact that the rules have changed, that it's not business as usual for marketing. And the third new principle that you talk about is that marketing is no longer a means to an end, it's the end in itself. And that's an extraordinary claim on the face of it. What does that mean?
Yeah, so saying that marketing is no longer a means to an end, it's an end in itself, is basically saying that marketing's become a product in its own right. So in other words, if you sent a direct mail piece years ago to your client base, there was no real value in that direct mail piece. They'd look at it and it was either irrelevant and it'd go in the bin, or if you did spark some interest with 20 or 30 of the clients on that list or prospects on that list, they may give you a call or send a letter or whatever the call to action was, and then the direct mail went in the bin. Then there was no inherent value to that piece at all. It was just a means to an end. It was a means to starting some sort of inquiry or response. Today, it's an end in itself. If you're creating really interesting videos on YouTube, people can go on there and look at them and go back and look at them again. Or they can look at those videos and never buy from you and still find the videos interesting and even share them with someone else, and that's the point. So marketing becomes a product in its own right. It should have value in its own right, regardless of whether your customer themselves is going to buy from you at that moment. Because in that way you build communities and people share. In that way, people talk about it and you do attract customers to you. So marketing's become a value in its own right, and that's very exciting for companies, and I'll tell you why. Marketing always used to be seen by most companies as a cost center. It just was a cost to the business, and the real money was in the sales afterwards, but it was a cost to a business. Today, marketing doesn't have to be seen to just a pure cost. It can be an asset to a business, because if you think about it, if I have a YouTube channel with videos and people start subscribing to that channel, engage with that channel, that engagement, that database of contacts becomes an asset to my business in its own right. And so for the first time in history, marketing now creates value for a company. It's not just a pure cost.